Okay, here is a little update on the car. I haven't done anything to it. It was over there. I put it up on the jack stands, and it was perched vicariously, and it was on one wheel. That was not flat. So I moved it over here in the yard. I know I'm in the grass, but it's flat. So I got it back up on jack stands, and we're going to give you a little rundown of what's going on with this. Okay, I pulled the battery out. First off, I'm not ordering any parts yet because I'm still waiting on the legal stuff to go through, getting the title in my name. I don't want to drop any money on it until it's legally in my name. Okay, so that's where I'm at. We're doing some running around today to get the title, but I'm not gonna do any. I'm not buying anything for it until that process has gone through. You know what I mean? I don't want to drop $700 and take the transmission apart, and then all of a sudden the title falls through or something. So I'm waiting for the title. That's all we're doing. Nothing spectacular. But the game plan is we're going to get it on the road first. Okay. Reverse is gone. I'm pretty sure that that's going to be the throw out bearing or the clutch plate. So a throw out bearing and a clutch plate is going to be $350. The input shaft bearing is bad. Yeah, I don't think it's damaged. I don't think it's gone bad. It's going bad. It's howling. It's growling. When you take it out of gear and put it in neutral, the transmission gets really loud. That's the input shaft bearing. I don't have the tools to take the input shaft bearing out, and I don't have the tools to reinstall the new input shaft bearing. So when I drop the transmission, I'm going to take the transmission to a transmission place. I'm going to have them work on the input shaft bearing. I'm going to replace the clutch, because once the clutch is down, it's just a matter of taking 6 bolts out and putting the new clutch plate and the throw-out bearing on. So it's just a matter of screws, okay? And then once I got under this, you can see that there's plastic trim in here, but it doesn't go all the way. I don't know if you can see. My air filter is just hanging in the wind there, open to the air. And if I hit a puddle, water is going to go on there. So I'm going to order new fender liners. This one's missing over here also, and it's also missing another part. If you can see back there, my flywheel is open to the air. There's nothing guarding this. There's no liner, nothing. So I'm going to order 2 liners for the driver's side and the passenger side. If you look at this clip right here, where the 2 pieces meet, this clip is broken. You look on the other side, and it's not so bad. There's not a gap. This clip isn't broken, but you order them in a pair, it's cheaper. I can order one for the passenger side, it's $36, or I got to order 2 of them for $22. So I'm going to order 2 of them for the $22. Replace these 2 clips. We'll get that fairing set out, and then I'm missing all the pins. All these pin tabs, they're all bad. Look, none of them are grabbing. None of them are locking anything in. Plus, like I said, I'm missing all the tabs and the hardware to put the fender walls in. So I'm going to have to buy a tab kit to replace all of that stuff. And then, but first we're going to get it on the road before we do the fender liner stuff, because that's pretty much just cosmetic. I will have to drive it really gingerly for 500 miles to break the new clutch in. But that is the update so far. I've just been going around and spraying stuff with PB Blaster that I'm going to have to take apart. But, yeah, the flies really like it. I come out here and it's just covered in flies. I don't know if it's the whiteness of the car that they're drawn to. They think it's a big cow or something. But yeah, title, then we're dropping the transmission. So that'll be our next video. The next video will be us taking stuff off. It won't be a tutorial video on how to do it. It's just going to be a video of me doing it. I'm not going to sit here and explain everything I'm taking off. I'm just going to take it off and be like, hey, I've got this part off. Now we're ready to go with the next part. So if you want to see a tutorial video on how to do it, there's 100 of them out there on YouTube. You can go watch your own. Not going to be a tutorial video on my part. So just going to be a step-by-step process of what I'm doing to the vehicle. So that is the update. I hope you stick around and watch me work on this. Won't be a lot of major work going on to it because there's not really that much stuff wrong with it. Just that transmission and then the fender liners. The brakes are a little rusty. Probably replace those. The brake drum, the rotor there, they're pretty bad too. Don't know what I'm going to do. I have to buy a special tool for the caliper piston. It's a screw back and not a push back. I don't know why it's a screw back, but Toyota in their infinite wisdom decided it should be a screw back. But yeah, that's our update. I hope you all have a great day. All right, we didn't get very far. It just got really expensive for me. I came around to this side and there's this weather strip in here, and it was down over here, and I pried it back, and I don't know if you can see, but that doesn't look like metal that's on the end of the transmission where the input bearing shaft should be. That is epoxy. So this bell housing, the whole transmission bell housing, the outer casing of the transmission is shot. So if the outside is blowed up, I can only imagine what the inside looks like. It's all gnarred up on the inside. So this just got a lot more expensive for me. Yeah, and it's leaking trans fluid. Oof. Sorry about the plane. And I spent like an hour setting this tarp up because I was in the sun and it was really, really hot. And yeah, it just got a lot more expensive for me. It went from being like, hopefully it's a $600 fix at the transmission shop just to change out the input shaft bearing, to now it's going to be like $2 grand for a whole new transmission, because I don't trust anything on the inside now. What I'm assuming is that this blew up one time before and they did this patch job on it, and I don't know if they changed out the input shaft bearing the first time and put another input shaft bearing on it and it's just gone bad over time, or what. So yeah, I'm gonna have to call some junkyards and see if I can get a used one somewhere, because this one's no good in my opinion. I wouldn't trust it going down to Florida. I can see, I push on it and I can see liquid squeezing out of it. So that ain't no good. That is no good. Even if I rebuilt this one with that all on there, wouldn't last. So I got some thinking to do about what I'm gonna do. I honestly don't know.